what it comes to the reality is you have to really be safe. And if you're going to an environment where people are around each other, that's just, I think it's a little bit unsafe to do that, but I'm with you. I go to work every day and I feel unsafe going home every day. Every day I think prepare for school, prepare for classes, or has it just been you guys? You've been going to school forever, so you guys kind of know what to do yourselves. Has she been very helpful?
Well, I mean, she's not that tech savvy, so she can really help us.
Damn.
Yeah, they're doing football. My friends went to the football game a little bit ago. I'm pretty
sure. And then volleyball too.
Really?
Sure almost all the sports are back in.
Really? They're having sports in high school. Wow. Yeah. But has she helped you guys or given you guys any advice that you found helpful for you guys going back to school? Was that no?
Oh, that was Ryan.
Not really.
Guys, hey guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go now.
Wait. Get out of there! Oh my God! Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day. Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh my God!
Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian, and this is my wife and co-host, Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. Today on the Family Mess, we're going to go right into it, but I don't have Nathalie with me today. It's going to be me solo doing the show today, and I figured the topic today would be about how are your kids handling school? Are they okay with it? Are they struggling with it? Are they coming home crying? What's up? What's going on? So I have two guests today. My guests are Brooke and Ryan. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Now, who should I give this first question to? Will I give it to Brooke? How was your first week you're in high school, correct? You're a senior in high school right now. How was your first week going back to school? Was it kind of weird, especially with this virus going on?
Yeah, it was kind of stressful because I didn't know how to operate the systems on the computer. So I was trying to find the code to get into each of my classrooms, and I had to figure out, and it's a new schedule and everything too. So I had to figure out what time each of my classes started and all that stuff, and it was stressful.
Now, you're in what week is this? Week 2? Or what week?
Oh, well, now I'm in I started school the 17th, so it's been a month in.
Okay, I've lost track of time because I have my two kids here and they've gone. One just went back to school this week and the other has been gone the same time as you. So it sounds like you're trying to handle it well. What about the other kids at school? Is everybody required to wear a mask now in school?
Yeah, my other friends, all my other friends, they went back to do face-to-face learning. So, yeah, everyone has to wear a mask at all times. And they have, these dividers up on each of the desks, the clear dividers. So no one's, into anyone's space too much. And at lunch, you have to sit 6 feet apart from, one person in a seat. So it's like that now.
That must be so weird. I mean, 6 feet. I mean, I understand why they're doing it. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it, but that must be weird for you, 6 feet apart. And then you have to, can you talk to them or do you have to have a mask? I guess when you're eating, you don't have to have a mask on your face.
You can talk to them, I think, but you probably have to be shouting across the room to even hear them.
Now, Ryan, what about you? I heard you've gone back. Have you gone back virtually or have you gone back to a building yet? For your school?
The campus for my school hasn't fully opened up yet, so I just decided to do online. But I know they have hybrid classes where some of it's online and some of it's on campus. And I think I'm in my 5th week into it, and so far it hasn't been really crazy or anything. It's an adjustment, but it's not too bad.
Do you actually? When I went to college, when I first went to college, everything was face to face. When I graduated from college, we're going online a little bit, but I see that even with this virus, if it goes away in the future, hopefully it does because this really sucks. But if it ever does go away in the future, do you see yourself liking to take more of your classes online and virtually, or do you actually want to meet people face to face in college?
I would probably go back to, but it's more so that I'm a visual learner and I do better when it's in front of me versus when it's on a computer. And I retain information better that way. And I work better in classroom settings. So I'll probably be going back on campus. Yeah.
I get you. I feel the same way. I struggled in school when I was in front of a teacher. I think do I have a learning disability? I probably do. It was never probably diagnosed, but I'm with you. I always needed to go to class, hear the teacher, meet the teachers in their office, just to learn better. Cause I'm just like you, a visual learner, and I struggled in college to pick that up. So I understand what you're going through. Now, for both of you, how does your mom feel about you guys going back to school? Is she cool with it? I think I interviewed her 2-3 months ago about that. How's she taking this whole thing? Is she being very careful, precautious? What's up with her?
Well, she's been praying for me to go back to school. She's happy I'm back in school.
Oh my gosh. So she's pretty much not, it doesn't sound like she's too stressed, just kind of wants you out of the house. Same thing with me and my wife. We kind of want our sons to at first we didn't want them to go back to school. And then we started thinking about, how is their mental well-being being at the house this entire time? I think we've been home. Well, they've been home 6 months since this whole thing started.
Yeah, about that.
Now I have to ask you guys, how has it affected you mentally before even going back to school? And the only reason I ask that is because I know for me and a bunch of my colleagues, they're dealing with a lot of stresses, and they believe a lot of it has to do with the whole COVID thing, and not being around people and people being more angry. How are you guys coping with that? And anyone can answer first.
Okay. Well, honestly, me and Ryan, I see more company than she does, but we're usually I'm fine by myself. I can be fine by myself for a long period of time, but sometimes I just need to go out and see my friends and get away from my family. So
did you say get away from your family?
Yes. Because I have to see them every day.
So for you, you definitely need to see others, especially every now and then, in order for you just to be able to kind of cope with things.
Yeah, once a week, or 2 times every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ryan? What do you feel the same way and need to see people?
Not necessarily people, but I like a change of environment. I kind of, more often than not, I just feel suffocated, really, just being stuck here all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, it's fine because I'm used to, I like being alone more than in company. But yeah, like I said, for me, it's just more of a change of environment that I'm kind of longing. For
people.
Not necessarily people.
Are you longing for things to kind of get back? I don't even, you know what? I don't even know what normal is right now or what normal will be. But is that what you're kind of longing for, to get to some type of whatever you consider to be normal? Did you spray something on me? Mm-hmm. What the hell's wrong with... I'm sorry, guys. This boy just sprayed something. Get that. Stop it, Samuel. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. This kid's killing me, man. But where was I at? Yeah, I mean, are you looking for some type of normalcy as far as not just school, but just life in general? I don't know what it's like to be in high school again, but I kind of remember when I was your age, that I look forward to being there. But what I really look forward to was just having a life, being able to talk to friends anytime I wanted, going out, not being stuck and everywhere I went, not being tied down to this mask policy. I understand the mask policy. I'm not mad about that, but it's just a little weird for me. I'm just not used to it yet.
Yeah, I just, from the last normal I felt was the last time that I was at school, and it's sad because I didn't even know that was going to be my last day. Yeah, because I remember I would get out of school at 12 because I only had 4 classes and I had 3 online. And then I would go to the mall with my friends, get food or something like that. We'd hang out for a bit, then I'd come home. And
it sounds like you were pretty busy back in the day. So as far as the future goes for you, Ryan, I know you're just starting, but I think this virus is going to be around, at least affecting us for another year. What are your close year plans as far as school? Do you plan to, of course you're going to be going to school longer, but has this changed your view, or has this changed a passion of yours as far as college goes?
Not really. I've always kind of been juggling between what I want to do. I think it's kind of helped me narrow it down, but I wouldn't say it's changed anything really.
So you still feel pretty hold on a second here. Let me.
Can you turn my mic on?
If you say one more word without me talking to you, you're gonna get kicked out of this room.
Oh.
Don't play with me.
Hey.
I apologize again.
It's okay.
It's killing me today. So it's so for you, Brooke, as far as I think you're in your senior year, correct?
Yes.
So being a senior, how has this changed your senior year? I mean, when you're a senior, when I was a senior, I did senior things. I went to the prom, the football game. I mean, I did a lot of things that seniors are supposed to do. How do you feel this virus is going to affect you moving forward, you and your friends in school?
Honestly, I don't really have a longing to do all of it because I feel like I already experienced what I needed to experience. So one thing that I haven't experienced is probably like prom, but I've been to homecoming, I've been to the dances, I've been to the games, I've been to the other events, the fair, the Oglo. I've been to like all of it. So I mean, I'm not really missing out on much because I feel like I already experienced it. But yeah, it would have been nice to have another year of that.
You guys are so young. As far as your outlook on jobs, Ryan, do you, as far as career going, have you started looking? Has this virus affected the way you look for jobs, or is this not of your concern right now?
It's kind of in between. I'm just more sort of worried at the fact that if and when like I'll be working, that there's a lot of people that still decide they don't want to wear masks and all, and that's not necessarily something you can enforce. And so that kind of puts me at risk, and then also bringing it back to my house and all.
Oh yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. I'm not going to go into details. But I have to go.
So yeah, it's kind of been like a worry of mine.
No, that's a real worry because I think employers are now having to deal with employees that are scared to work, and they're left with trying to make the environment safe. I really don't know how safe they can make it. I think they can just take the steps. I mean, the best steps they can, but when it comes to the reality is you have to really be safe. And if you're going to an environment where people are around each other, that's just, I think it's a little bit unsafe to do that, but I'm with you. I go to work every day and I feel unsafe going home every day. Every day I think this might be the day I catch this stupid virus.
Yeah.
But I think the best we can do is just put our foot forward and just keep the mask on and keep moving forward. So, Brooke, as far as your outlook on the future, do you believe this virus is, as far as you and your friends, do you believe this virus is going to change the way you look at the world? Social issues going on now, or is it just something that's going to just happen to you and you're just going to move on with life when it's all said and done?
Well, honestly, I've always, like, me and my family have always seen the flaws and like social issues in the world. So it's not like, I don't think that coronavirus really like changed views of it. It just like it heightened it more.
So your friend, it sounds like your friends are being more safe because of I think when I first started hearing about this thing, it sounded like a lot of people weren't necessarily being safe, but it sounds like as this thing moves on, a lot more younger people are trying to take more precautions to be safe. Is that what you've seen, either of you?
Yeah, well, my mom, she's been crazy about the virus, so we have to use sanitizer, wash our hands, use sanitizer after we touch anything that's outside of our house, put on mask, the N95, another mask over it, and then a disposable mask if we go into another place.
So it sounds like it's become a norm for you then to kind of do this. It's not.
Yeah, it's still annoying though. I mean, like, but I'll do it.
It's still annoying.
Yeah, because I just don't like having that many steps in my routine because like it's just a lot of work. But I mean,
no, I understand. It is very annoying to do something that you're just not used to doing. So, Samuel, do you have anything to say to add to this conversation? You just went back to school this week. How put the thing back on your ear? You're in here hanging out with me, so put it back on your ear and talking to the mic. Come on.
I don't have nothing to say.
Then get out then.
Why? Why can't I listen?
Are you going to contribute to the conversation?
But I got to hear stuff about school.
All right, Brooke and Mike.
Who's Brooke?
Brooke and Ryan, I'm sorry. This boy's, I don't even know how. I'm going to have to edit him out of this part of the podcast today. So your sister Kennedy is the one that got you guys to do this today. I'm really glad you joined us. Now, has she been helpful to you guys? Her being that she's already graduated from college and she's kind of working and I think she has some type of job. I forgot what it was. But has she helped you guys or given you guys any advice that you found helpful for you guys going back to school? Was that no?
Oh, that was Ryan.
Yeah, not really.
That was Ryan.
I don't.
That was funny. That was funny. Let's take a quick break and then we'll get back to the show.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't remember.
Is that because she's your sister and you're just not taking advice from her?
No, not really. It's just we've never really talked about stuff like that, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, she's helping us, so I think she's probably doing the best she can. But if you guys need advice on anything, you probably should reach out with her every now and then. I think she probably doesn't even know what she knows really to tell you. That's what it sounds like yet.
Yeah, because it's affected her a lot too, so she's probably stuck on her own.
Yeah, we've talked to her a bunch, and she's helping us with the podcast and stuff. So she has mentioned to us about how it's a little really stressful for her, and she I think she had a job at one point lined up, and things just didn't work out because of this virus. And she's not.
She was supposed to go to Japan, and then the corona hit, so she had to give that job up.
Yeah, I mean I think the corona thing really impacted a lot of people around the globe, and I think having to recover from it is going to be tough. But also, I'd like to hear your guys' as far as family goes, not being able to see that much family. I mean, I know you guys are close when it comes to hanging around each other, but
even your extended family. I think I've seen you guys once, and that was last Christmas. And honestly, we don't really see anybody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's weird because
kind of the usual.
And that's what I'm saying. It's weird because almost like when you get older, you want to start hanging out with the family more extended, but then this comes, and then that you can't do nothing now. You can't really. Well, you don't want to take a chance seeing too many family members because you just don't know, and you don't want to get everybody sick. So has that affected you guys any, or is it just you're gonna do what you got to do?
Our uncle, he has like he's kind of sick, so like we can't really see him as much as we do, and he's like one of the relatives that we usually see. So yeah, he's been one person that we can't see that often.
Yeah, I know you talk about it. I called him, I think last week or the week before, just to see how he was doing. But I think about him a lot during this whole thing because I really don't want to see him get sick.
Yeah, me too, because it's very dangerous if he gets sick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I think about it almost every day. I'm like, I hope nothing happens because I know how vulnerable he is. And I'm just like, man, I hope just nobody gets around him and he doesn't get this thing, because this thing is just so dangerous. I don't think a lot of people realize how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
So
and that's why it's like people need to wear masks too, because you don't know, it could not affect you that much, but people with real illnesses that can get in, they can it's very bad for them.
Yeah, I've taken this thing very serious since day one, and I think I've worn a mask pretty much every day, even before it was mandated, I guess, in Florida or the counties we're in. That I just decided to wear one. I just didn't want to take a chance giving it to anybody if I had it, or I just didn't want to get it from somebody. So I figured it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, Brooke, as far as your outlook for the end of this year, and more than likely you're going to be doing virtual, it sounds like, till the end of this year. Do you have plans for college, or are you just going to just take it as it comes and just, whatever happens? Are you applying now, or what's your outlook for the future? Are you stressing about it because of this stupid virus?
I mean, I was stressing about it before.
You were?
Yeah.
Now, were you stressing because of school, not being able to find a college, or just overall stressing?
Yeah, just finding a college overall stressful. I've seen, because I've been getting, emails and stuff about, colleges to check out and stuff, so I need to, look at all of those before I make my final decision. So.
Are you looking at staying in the state of Florida, or just leaving everybody behind?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what?
It's wherever life takes me. I don't know.
You know what? I think at your age, there's no point in rushing. I really don't. I think the best advice I'd give to you is just take your time. You're so young, and if
if you don't feel like going, I know your mom's gonna kill me for saying this, but
Yeah, I know she's giving me the death stare right now.
is she giving you the death stare right now? Good. Well, I hope she listens to this, because the best advice I would give both of you on the phone is, don't rush it. Just take your time and learn and experience life, because life is, you're only going to get one chance to experience a lot of things. And rushing into college and taking classes is, trust me, you don't want to rush into life, because life is, as you can see, life is very stressful. So if you can enjoy whatever college experience you can get, and I do think this virus is not going to be here forever, but I think when you do have a chance to go to college, when you feel like it, go ahead and go and find something that's going to definitely make you happy. But at the same time, you want to take something that's going to make money. Don't take something that's going to be easy. And then when you try to get out of college, you can't get paid doing it.
Out of it.
Yeah, that's the one advice I'd give you is you may not like it, but get a good career out of it, make some money, and then later on in life you can find something that you like to do. But it both sounds like, it sounds like both of you really have a good head on your shoulders. And has your mom been very helpful in like helping you to prepare for school, prepare for classes, or has it just been you guys? You've been going to school forever, so you guys kind of know what to do yourselves. Has she been very helpful?
Well, I mean, she's not that tech savvy, so she can really help us.
Damn.
But yeah, for me, I've been preparing on my own, because I mean, honestly, once you get the whole setup of like the whole idea, it's kind of easy, because like for me, you just click a link and then you type in the code for the classroom, and then you go, you watch, you do the assignments online, you turn it in. That's basically it.
So actually, Brooke, it sounds like going to school from home, you have it figured out to the point where you just do what you want to do. You take your classes and then you kind of set up your own schedule as far as what you're going to do. Is that correct?
Yeah, and different days, and what's cool about it is that online that they have, well, I mean, it's in person too now, but because of the corona, that they changed our schedule, because we would always have 7 classes every day.
7 classes? What?
Yeah, that's how, I mean, honestly, I liked it that way, because it was 45 minutes for each class.
Gotcha.
Each day.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Now it's block schedule. So now we have like orange days and black days.
Boo.
Yeah, so for like one class, it's like we spend 2 hours in there. And then, but some days, like on black days, I only have one class for 45 minutes. And then on orange days, I have 4 classes, and each of them are like 2 hours. Now,
I guess it's called black and orange days because you attend DeVito back on the other side of the county. Is that the Lions? Is that who they are?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, gotcha. I should know that because I played enough soccer there. So Ryan, same for you. As far as classes, do you have a set schedule that you just take your classes as far as college classes go? You just log on, take the class, or do you have to log in to watch like a live professor? How does it work for you?
For us with my classes, they give us the assignments on Canvas, and then once a week we have a scheduled day and time for a Zoom meeting. It's not mandatory though. It's really for us, it's really just we're on our own to do the assignments and then turn them in and just make sure we hit the deadline and all. And the Zoom thing, our teachers will do if we need extra help or anything, or like clarification on how to do certain assignments or where to turn them in. So it's pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, good.
It sounds like both of you really have it figured out. I wonder, for Ryan, do your friends feel the same way about school as you do? It sounds like you're pretty set. I mean, you sound pretty ready to go. You're comfortable. Do your friends feel the same way?
I know my one friend, he's found it really stressful because he's trying to do that. And then also with his job and everything, he's kind of found it hard to find time to do both because his schedule is pretty packed. But other than that, from what I know, everybody else kind of just feels the same. Or it's just you do your own thing and then turn it in and everything. Gotcha.
Brooke, what about you? How do your friends feel about this? Like I said, you sound like you kind of have everything figured out. It doesn't sound too stressful for you. It might be a little stressful, but how are your friends handling their school situation?
I mean, honestly, they're handling it well because they have kind of like the same schedule as me, or some of them have less classes than me, so it's easier for them. So they can just go to school for like 2 hours and then go drive to their work. so it's fine. And then they like go home. So yeah, because they're doing face to face instead of online.
Ah, so for them, it's just like normal school.
Yeah.
That doesn't change. Okay, I see. Oh, so do you guys have plans? Do you guys play sports or do you watch sports? Are they having sports in Seminole County this school year?
Yeah, they're doing football. My friends went to like the football game like a little bit ago. I'm pretty
And
sure
then volleyball too. I'm pretty
Really?
sure almost all the sports are back in.
Really? They're having sports in high school. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they would have canceled it like some of the college pro teams did for the fall
that's what
season.
I thought too. But I mean, honestly, for schools, sports is like one of the most important things for them.
I guess so. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say this because I might get in trouble, but I guess the lives of people aren't number one on the list. But I mean, I understand you got to try to get some type of normalcy back to your institutions because people need people. I think it's not just for the students and faculty. I think it's for the entire community. They need some type of events to go to just to get something back because this virus killed 2020. I have to admit, 2020. If you ask me about it, I think it's going to go as just a flat line in history.
Yeah, totally.
Oh man! But listen, do you guys have any questions for me as far as how I'm doing, or anything to ask before we get out of here today? You guys were, very good guests today. I'm glad your sister set this up, and we're going to be able to meet up again sometime soon. Hopefully,
I hope so.
I would say Christmas, but I don't know if that's going to happen this year because it's coming right around the corner.
Probably not.
Yeah, I know. I was telling Nathalie, I was like, are we going to be able to meet anybody this year? She goes, I don't think so. I was like,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, are we doing anything for Thanksgiving?
yeah, because we usually do. We usually meet up, but we can't meet up in a big group anymore. So I'm like, well,
Yeah, definitely not.
yeah, I'm like, what are we going to do? She's like, well, we're probably just going to just stay here at the house. You know, we may travel and see somebody, but we're not doing anything in a large group. So it sucks. I was looking to see you guys and your mom this year because you guys, I love having a good time at your house because you make me laugh every time I come over there. I love it. So, well, it sounds like we're done today. I told you the interview was going to be easy. It wasn't that long, but I appreciate you guys taking the time to sit with me, answer a couple of these questions. I will send you guys the link to the podcast in about 2 or 3 weeks. So you guys can listen to it. I'll even give it to your mom so she can listen to you guys are now.
She was walking around the whole time listening to us.
Oh, you guys are superstars now. Tell her I said hello. Why is she walking around listening, spying?
Yeah, when she heard you talking about the college thing, saying that we could like take it easy, she started making up her face.
Oh. Well, yeah, take it easy, but work hard. How about that? I think that's a little better advice there. Take it easy, but work hard. So, but thank you guys for coming and talking and interviewing with me today. I will go ahead and tell our listeners that they want to listen to the Family Mess. They can listen to us in all the forums, streaming forums, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes, and any other format they want to listen to. And it was great having you guys on. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm going to have you and your mom on a future show again about something, family fights or something, I think. Well,
Oh, God.
I'll figure out something. But I appreciate you guys coming on the show today, and you guys take care, okay?
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.